Hello everyone, this is a free online tutorial for the new SAT Math section. This is problem number 36, practice test 6, section 4, calculator allowed. Andrew and Maria each collected 6 rocks and the masses of the rocks are shown in the table above. The mean of the masses of the rocks Maria collected is 0.1 kilogram greater than the mean of the masses of the rocks Andrew collected. What is the value of x? Okay, so the mean for Maria is 0.1 greater than the mean for Andrew. Okay, to put it in the shortest way possible, right? So how do we calculate the mean for Andrew? The mean for Andrew, well, let's start with the mean for Maria. The mean for Maria will be calculated by summing up all these masses. There are 6 masses, and then dividing that sum by 6. Okay, which is this part here. Now, the mean for Andrew will be done the same way. You sum these numbers up on the first row and divide that by 6 as well, because there are 6 values. Okay? But now remember that the mean of masses of the rocks Maria collected is 0.1 kilogram greater, right? So that means this represents, when you add 0.1 to Andrew's mean, it will represent Maria's mean, right? Because Maria's mean exceeds Andrew's mean by 0.1, right? This is Andrew's mean and this is 0.1, and this is by how much Maria's mean exceeds Andrew's mean. Okay? So guess what? Multiply both sides by 6 after that, right? So you get rid of the fraction and you have 0.6 here because 6 will multiply it for 0.1, right? So you'll have x plus 3.1 plus 2.7 plus 2.9 plus 3.3 plus 2.8. So in other words, just the numerator remains, and then the numerator remains for this part, for these 6 values, and then 0.6 is also instead of 0.1 because of the 6 multiplying it, right? So you have 0.6 plus 2.4 plus 2.5 plus 3.6 plus 3.1 plus 2.5 plus 2.7. Now, why did I mark these numbers with red? I marked them because these are the same numbers on both sides of the equation, right? So they will go boom, right? They're gone. That's why I marked them with the same, so that you can see easily what remains. So x will be equal to 3 plus 5 plus 3.6 minus 2.9 minus 3.3 minus 2.8. Now, where do I get 3? I got 3 by this sum, 0.6 and 2.4. I got 5 by 2.5 plus 2.5. And then I got 3.6. I copied that over, right? That's all that remains on the right side. But then you subtract 2.9, 3.3, and 2.8 from the left side, and on both sides, of course, right? And you get 2.6. So that's your x value. That's one of the masses, unknown masses that Maria had, 2.6. Okay. Now, this is the decimal answer, but you can also express this answer as a fraction. Now, how do you do that? Well, you have to multiply this decimal answer by some number so that you're left with 0 when you multiply. So you will multiply 6 by some number to have 0. Okay? So which is that going to be? 6 times 1 is 6. No good, right? And why do we need a 0? Because a 0 after the decimal point means that it's a whole number, right? That's why I need to multiply the 6 by some number to give it 0 after the decimal point. Okay? So 6 times 1 is 6. Doesn't work. 6 times 2 is 12. So there's a 2. Doesn't work. Not a whole number. 6 times 3 is 18. 8. Not a whole number after the decimal if it's 8. 6 times 4 is 24. So 4 after the decimal, not good. 6 times 5 is 30. Bingo, 0 after the decimal point. That works, right? So 2.6 times 5 is 13. Okay? So now you know that if 2.6 times 5 is 13, then the fractional answer equivalent to this decimal answer of 2.6 is going to be 13 over 5, right? Because 13 divide both sides by 5, you get 2.6. Okay, so this is a valid fraction answer that you can use.